What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is another Watch of Rounds video and we are going to be talking about the Immortal Codex coming back and what change they have made to the Lord of Styx. That is the final part of the Immortal Codex. So until we get to that, we're not going to know exactly what has changed or in how much depth, unless they release some more information for us. But before we get into this video, make sure you click like, subscribe and comment down below to help this channel grow. Thank you so much. Okay. So, we all know already what the Immortal Codex entails. We don't need to talk about the details. We don't need to talk about, well, the rewards hopefully stay the same because I did really like the rewards. And ranking at a certain point, we've got a lot of ancient shards as well for it, which turned into ancient summons, which are always great to have, right? Everyone loves the ancient summons. So, the requirements are clear campaign stage, normal 8-4. So if you didn't participate last week and you've now cleared normal 8-4, you can now start doing your Immortal Codex. And I do have guides on my channel for you to watch on how to best compete. So the adjustments and optimizations. This is the important part because this is the part where people's angry about the Lord of Styx, and I can understand that, and rightly so, because the way it was made is it got cheesed. We started using Sadie and Eloin, and if you didn't have Eloin, you could use Hollow. So, you know, people who didn't have Sadie really did miss out on this event because the shields were just far too much to break. But how much of a difference is this going to make? After shattering the shield, the Lord of Styx suffers a stronger vulnerability effect. Heroes deal increased damage and gain high rage regen, adjusted the number of damage needed to shatter the Soul Keeper shield. These adjustments will take effect in the next Immortal Codex event. That is the one coming on the 8th of January. But, and there's a big but here, not like big but as in, you know what I'm saying. So, yes, you will be doing an increased amount of damage and gain a higher rage regen, and the shield will be lower. But what are they going to start at? How would they finish? Because obviously that shield increases, or will it always be the same shield? Potentially, we don't know. We're all making assumptions right now of how this is going to work. However, there is another big factor here because the vulnerability effect only lasts for what, 5 seconds? 5 seconds of a window to do that extra damage, which is nothing at all. And potentially you're using your ultimates to do more attacks to break that shield. So by the time you get to that vulnerability effect point, you may not even have an ultimate ready to use. Or it may have, you know, you've already used it to break the shield. You needed multi-attacks to get that going and you needed to pop those ultimates. So potentially it may not be that much better. But for the majority of players, who are lower ranked and mid ranked who really did struggle to break the shield, this is a big change and it will help you a lot. But the players who was competing for, say, the top 100, is it going to make that much of a difference? Will we get to the final 2 waves and find ourselves having too much of a big shield to break, too many hits, and we get wiped anyway thanks to not having a Sadie on our team? Will it still be the best way to go with Sadie and Eloin or Hollow? To ignore that shield, not worry about the 5 seconds vulnerability effect, and just do as much damage as we can that way, because at least we're getting to the very end of that timer. However, if they have changed all of this, if, for instance, the shield can be broken on every wave with certain heroes, which would be great, and that's how we would like to see it, will the vulnerability effect be lasting longer? Because if it isn't, I'm not sure how much of a difference this is going to make in terms of people using the cheese team. So it really depends how much the devs have gone into detail on Lord of Styx and if they've taken note of that as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, this is all an assumption. It's all, you know, we're trying to predict what it's going to be. No one knows exactly what the changes are. We can only see what is written here. And that's why I'm making this video, just to clarify a few things that potentially could make it much better, and that would be to have the shields always being able to be broken with the right heroes. I'm not saying it should be broken easily. That vulnerability effect should last a tiny bit longer because it's just not long enough. The increased damage and gain high rage regen is great to see, but like I said, is it going to be enough to stop people using the cheese tactic? That's it from me, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a fantastic day, even wherever you are. Goodbye.